So you were the third best host. Like, how much grinding did you need to do? How much grinding on the ladder did you need to do, man?
Fuck all.
I guess like what constitutes as grinding in the host?
See, that's a good thing. So
Yeah.
I guess I can go into like the downsides of being a host though at this point.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Tying it back down to why people even go to the host club. So the reason is because you can only find a hosto in the host club.
Right.
Why? Because the guy is working in the evening until morning sometimes. He sleeps, he wakes up, he does his daily chores, and then he has to go to work again. And it's like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
So that's why the only time you can see a hosto is, at the club.
Right.
But as like a, successful hosto who has a bunch of clients that they're juggling, you have to go to lunches, you have to go to their birthdays, you have to go to anniversaries or whatever the sorts, to Disneylands. And you have to spend a lot of money on gifts.
Right.
When you go on a date with them outside of the host
This
club,
is something
you pay for everything, right?
Yeah, during the day when you see them, I mean, I don't do that because I never went on a date with a girl during the day because I just didn't care.
Right.
But number one guy, that's the difference between me and the number one guy because that's what he did.
Right.
He would sleep like 2 hours and then he would go on a date with a girl to Disneyland, act like he's having fun, buy shit at the Disney store.
So it's literally like school. It's like if you do extracurricular activities, you're going to be like placed higher.
Yeah,
right?
but
So
you
it's
have to.
the same thing.
Because it's like a give and take, right?
Yeah.
The more you invest in the girls that you hang out with, the more they want to give back. But that's not what I was interested in. I always made my interest very clear from the beginning, which is, why the fuck are you here?
I'm just here to collect data, bro.
This literally just sounds like Persona 5. Like, you like bring a gift, like the social rank increases sometimes.
Does your mind just like connect everything with the
Yes.
gacha in general?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
everything, shit.
Anime.
Persona 5's not gacha.
Persona 5's not
I
gotcha.
know, but like that system is very well,
Soshage,
incorporated in Soshage. And I don't
Yeah,
know. Okay.
yeah, it is. It's like you go on a date. If you want the girl to fight
Go on, it's like
alongside
it's just
you
a
during the
simulation.
battle, then you got to be nice to them in the real world, right? It's the exact same thing.
This is a simulation.
Persona 5 is a host simulator.
Yo, discovery of the century.
Discovery of the century. God damn.
Jeez.
Okay, yeah, because like, oh my god, because like, yeah, when you said gift, like giving gifts and stuff like that, and the host has to give gifts, I can't imagine how many gifts you have to give, considering Japan's gift giving culture is
Yeah.
already
Dude,
insane.
It's batshit crazy, bro.
Yeah.
The number one hosto, he would tell me, depending on the month, depending on how the stars align and how many people have anniversaries and shit in that
Yeah.
month,
Yeah.
he might spend up to 70% of his income of that
Jeez.
month on just gifting shit, going to places, doing shit.
Right.
Right.
But I guess that's like an
That man
investment for him for sorts, right?
Yeah.
Fun
I
in
mean,
a Gucci
yeah.
store, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when your birthday comes and then you're calling like 14 girls to your birthday and they're
Yeah.
all paying like,
Dude, that
Stupid amounts of
schedule must
money.
be
Yeah,
full
like
as fuck,
$5
right?
grand each.
That's the payout day. That's his payday. You know?
I saw like advertisements of like one host that he'd made over $100,000 in one night from his birthday.
easy, bro,
Yeah.
easy.
$100,000
From gifts or
just from people coming, gifts,
Yeah.
everything.
Right.
That's when you just.
Champagne tower that they
Yeah.
built for you.
That's when you like that's an actual person who wishes their birthday was 2 days. Yeah. You know?
the one guy who's like, "Can I have a birthday month,
Yeah.
please?"
Like, I
That'd
can't
be
believe
great.
I've got 24 hours in my birthday. Like, I guess I'm not sleeping tonight because that's like an extra like fucking 10K that I could be earning. Yeah, right.
Wonder what I'll get. Well, one thing I remember definitely being a definite downside, I'd say, is that a lot of them, seemed like they had developed an alcohol addiction of sorts because you're forced to drink almost every day
All right.
to a lot.
Yeah. Can we go over the whole drinking culture? of
Sure.
hosts?
Let's
Because,
do it.
Yeah,
Let's do
it seems insane.
And like
He
these dudes,
says with a bottle of gin on the table.
okay,
He's literally finished a quarter of his gin.
okay. So one thing that I found really weird is that they were all just talking to each other and joking about how they had all been like throwing up that morning because they were so hungover.
yeah.
Right.
And then I was like, how often do you? I'm not sure if it's in the video. So how often do you like get so drunk that you throw up? He was like, 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
3-4 times a week.
That's
He's throwing up
That's
from
nuts.
drinking. That's insane. That's insane.
How much do you have to drink on like a regular working night?
For me, it was mostly just about how much I want.
Yeah.
So
So are you allowed to? So say if like one of your clientels like buys you a drink,
Uh-huh.
can you say no to it?
exactly. So
you still get the money?
The way the structure within the host club works is,
Yeah.
if you're the one coming in with a client already that
Yeah.
you met, you sit at the table side like us,
Right.
and across from us, you would have a helping person
Right,
who would be the one arranging the drinks, pouring shit for
Yeah, I
you,
did
and
this. I
the peasantry work, basically. Stuff I haven't done in ages.
Was he a host himself, or is it just?
Yeah, they're all hosto. They're all hosto.
Oh, so
But
it's someone
just-
who was like
but the
low down
rookie,
in the
yeah,
rank.
the
I mean,
rookie.
it's yeah, if you don't have a girl for yourself, then might as well help your bro, kind of thing.
Right.
And your specific job is to just drink, so that your homie doesn't have to drink, so
Yeah.
he can persuade the girl to buy more drinks, so that you can drink, kind of thing.
Right.
So he literally gets paid to drink your drinks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because you. So I don't know if we've said this in the episode, but like the way that hosts make money is from them buying drinks, right? So
Yeah,
you,
for
Yeah.
sure.
So-
And food too, bro.
So you get a cut of every single drink. Or how does it work?
Well, at the end of the night, depending on the payment, but usually you get 40% of the spending.
Like the gross spending. So if they
Yeah.
buy a $50 drink, you might get like.
Yeah, if the
five,
girl
which
spend
is horrible.
1,000.
Yeah, why did you
bucks.
choose 15?
Like if you bought a $10 drink,
You get $4.
You get
Let's
$4.
say 1,000, more realistic number.
Okay.
Then you would
Right.
be like 400 bucks that you'll make.
Right.
Right.
Just drinking with somebody.
Mate, why are you hiring hosts? Just hire like a fucking Aussie in the back room, just like drink it all for you.
See, like, does that Aussie speak Japanese? yeah. That's why at the beginning of the episode I said he could be a great host.
No. Going with how this story has gone, I wouldn't be a great host. I'd be a great host who helps his homie finish his drink.
Wait. So this guy.
I would basically be an extra liver for you.
So this helper guy, he will sit at the table while you're talking, and he
Yeah.
will drink your drink that this girl has
Yeah.
bought for you.
He doesn't talk, right?
No, of course he talks. You have to make good conversation because I was doing that for
okay.
2 years, bro. What
Okay.
you have to do is just make conversation.
But like, how do you not step on the other guy's toes if it's his girl?
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
his girl.
well, sometimes some treacherous shit happens where
Backstabbing.
Do you have any examples or stories?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, do share.
Well,
If
mostly
you can.
mostly happened between me and the number one guy of the place I worked at because we were
Right.
really close homies.
Yeah.
Because number one guy was very interesting, man. This
Yeah.
guy, he was a normal salaryman in the architecture business, earning a good salary
Alright.
for world standard until he was 27.
Alright.
And one day he said, "Fuck this! I'm just gonna become a host." Literally, like he just gave up everything. He said, "I don't care about it anymore. I'm just gonna become a host," and he's fucking successful at it.
Yeah.
Dude is genius. He's very smart, very good looking, feminine as fuck, but that's just
That's how it works in Japan.
that's
Yeah.
just the way it is.
Yeah.
But this guy, for example, what were we talking about, by the way?
The drinks are in him.
Did you ever have like? Because obviously you have the helper and the main guy.
Yeah,
is there
sure.
any
Yeah.
tension
So
or-
when this guy brings, and like there will be evenings where the number one guy would invite like 7-8 different girls
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
So we would
how
have
do
to
they
like
not get pissed off?
see they can't say anything. What are the girls gonna say? I'm mad
paying
that
for
you're
you,
so
asshole.
successful.
Yeah, the girls can say like, I'm buying you drinks. Give
What
me
the
more
fuck are you
attention.
doing?
Well, he says, well, sucks for you. Other girls want me too.
But
But
then,
they don't
yeah.
want it. Get the fuck out.
No, because then
That's
they
what
would
they
then-
say,
no, this-
bro.
What they would do is they'd be like, "Hey, if you want your turn, you got to buy me the champagne thing that
Yeah,
costs
exactly.
like 10 grand."
You want me to stay? Champagne's right there. We can pop it, and I'll stay.
Wow.
It's literally like
Jesus.
some kind of like fucking Squid Game-esque thing where like putting them against each other.
Yeah,
like,
right?
Yeah.
But in the essence of it, it's really kind of like it's taking advantage kind of thing.
Of course,
Mind
It's
games.
absolutely taking
Yeah,
advantage.
but in the grand scheme of things, the
Yeah.
girls are the ones who decide to come back to it.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're not.
I guess
you're-
they're not helping themselves.
You're not tying them down.
Right.
strange. Yeah, I don't know. In some ways, that's one way to look at it. But I'm sure it's way deeper than that, right? It's
Yeah.
not, I feel like, I don't know.
It depends on the person, I guess, right?
it's
I
tough.
mean, it just feels like the entire host culture and entire host world just works on like obviously different social rules and different social values. I mean, I mean, none of them would probably be in a host club if that wasn't the case, right? It's
I mean,
For
we're
sure.
four guys talking about why women might go to it, right? We probably don't understand it as well as we think we
That
do.
is true,
So I
yeah.
feel like that. I don't want to come off as misogynistic or anything. Like
No.
that.
Yeah.
Just women just want dick, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot more layers to it that we don't understand, and I don't understand the culture.
Yeah, we're obviously
Yeah.
just talking from like a surface.
no, but
perspective,
I
right?
honestly
Yeah.
just find it fascinating.
Yeah.
Didn't they go over it though? Like why the demographic?
Yeah,
that
yeah,
we
yeah.
get-
Right, but I'm
they
sure
do.
I'm sure not all girls are like that though, right?
In what sense?
I'm
like
sure,
why they come back to
yeah,
host
I'm
worlds.
sure
Oh, I
there's
see.
there's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things as well. And
Yeah.
you know, it's one of those things as well. And I don't know. I feel like as well because I guess misogyny in Japan is like a thing, like a bit more than the West. I'd probably say. I mean, it's like the rules are structured around it, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Well,
and the laws as well.
the interesting thing about that is, so in any culture, whether Japanese or whatever,
Yeah.
girls are attracted towards what's perceived as an alpha, right?
Right.
Someone who seems
Sigma.
someone who seems to dominate the environment, someone who
Okay,
seems like
okay.
they're on top of things. So the way the host
Shokuke, I think it's
so
called in Japanese.
masani.
Yeah.
So in terms of the hostel industry in itself, it's made so that if it's a girl that that you've invited is coming over, everybody around you, including the shacho, the owner of the business, will do everything in their power to make you look like the rock star of the business.
Yeah.
Right.
For the time being, because they understand that if they do that, the girls will be like, "Oh my god, the guy I've chosen, he fucking owns the place."
Right. Right.
The little owner of the fucking bar is bending over, fucking, doing backflips just to like please my homie. So
Right.
I must have chosen the right guy.
It's all an act. It's just all an act.
Well, it's not though. The thing is, at least the way I acted,
Yeah. Well, okay.
Well, your act comes from some kind of basis of
Yeah.
you as a person.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And I'm
Like-
sure all the other hosts do that, right?
Yeah.
like
sure.
how much are like the hosts have like a genuine personality behind their character, and how much is just like completely made up?
Ooh.
That
depends from person to person.
right?
Have you- I'm sure you've seen both cases, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Some of them really try to play it up.
Yeah.
And it's just not them at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
But sometimes, I mean, like Piggy Boy that that you went on a date with, like that guy, bro.
It was really bizarre because I didn't quite come across in the video, but because obviously it was cut in like 5 minutes, like the whole part of it.
Yeah.
But he had this one girl in that video who we blurred out, who was like obsessed with him,
Right.
but like he like didn't give her the time of day. Like he barely gave any attention to her. And
Yeah, of
he
course.
was
That's
like,
what she likes, bro.
Yeah.
It was so weird watching it. It was like he literally couldn't give a fuck, and she was like, "I'm gonna marry him," and he's like, "Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
And it was so strange, wasn't it, Maylene? Like watching this this guy.
Right, Maylin?
Yeah, right, Maylin?
Back me up. Back me up,
No,
Maylin.
I'm sure-
Back you up. Back your homie up.
Like,
Get your mans,
do you
Maylin.
remember
Get your
how
mans.
like obsessed this girl was about the main host, and he just like didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And it was
She
like
bought you.
she bought me the champagne because he was like, "Oh, I wanna impress."
This guy.
viewers."
Yeah.
So God knows how much she spent on that champagne because the cheapest one I saw was like $5K or something.
Dollars.
I think, yeah, dollars.
Well, from like
So I don't want to know how much he spent just to impress him for like 1 second. It didn't even seem like he gave a fuck.
Right.